What you are about to hear is not a prediction, it is not a rumor, and it is certainly not the hopeful speculation that has circulated for years. This is a concrete, official, and televised announcement that has just sent seismic shockwaves through the entire global financial community, an announcement so significant that it fundamentally and permanently alters the landscape for the Iraqi dinar. In an unprecedented, primetime address on Iraqi national television, a broadcast that has since been rebroadcast by every major news network in the Middle East, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani, standing with a palpable air of historical gravity alongside the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq and key members of the Council of Ministers, has officially and irrevocably approved the sweeping and comprehensive Dinar Reform Plan for the year 2025. This is not merely an economic initiative, this is a full-scale declaration of financial sovereignty, a master plan that has been in clandestine development for years, and it contains within its meticulously detailed framework what senior economic advisors are openly referring to as a massive and imminent revaluation of the national currency. The core objective, as stated by the Prime Minister in no uncertain terms, is to liberate the Iraqi economy from the vestiges of the past, to finally and completely sever the constraints that have artificially suppressed the dinar's value for decades, and to re-establish the currency as a powerful and stable store of value that accurately reflects the immense, untapped economic potential of the nation. This televised moment marks the single most important development in the history of the dinar, transforming the conversation from a speculative what if into a concrete what is, and the details that are now emerging from Baghdad paint a picture of a strategic, multi-phased operation that is already in motion, an operation designed to catapult Iraq into a new era of prosperity and global economic influence, an era built upon the foundation of a strong, revalued dinar. The Prime Minister did not mince words, he explicitly connected this revaluation to the completion of Iraq's liberation from international Chapter 7 provisions, the successful implementation of a new, robust electronic financial transfer system that operates independently of previous limitations, and the critical need to combat the domestic inflation that has eroded the purchasing power of everyday Iraqi citizens, making this move not just an economic necessity for international trade but a vital social imperative for national stability and unity. The plan outlines a clear and decisive shift away from a dollar-dependent economy, mandating that all future oil and gas contracts, which form the bedrock of the nation's wealth, will be settled in the newly strengthened dinar, a policy that alone creates an astronomical, structural demand for the currency that will cement its new valuation for generations to come. This is a sovereign decision made by a fully sovereign nation, and the message to the world was clear: Iraq will no longer operate with a currency that belies its true strength. The Reform Plan 2025 is the blueprint, and the revaluation is its beating heart, the essential mechanism that will unlock trillions of dollars in reconstruction projects, attract foreign direct investment on an unprecedented scale, and finally allow the Iraqi people to benefit fully from the vast resources of their land. The announcement was the official starting pistol, and the countdown to a new financial reality for dinar holders worldwide has definitively begun. The sheer scale and intricate detail of the Reform Plan 2025, as further elaborated by economic ministers in a subsequent technical briefing, reveals a level of sophistication and preparation that will silence any and all skeptics, because this is not a simple monetary adjustment but a complete architectural overhaul of the Iraqi economy, meticulously designed to ensure the longevity and stability of the new dinar valuation. Let's delve into the mechanics that make this revaluation not just possible but inevitable and permanent. The plan is built on a multi-trillion-dollar foundation of tangible national assets, moving the dinar from a fiat currency to a de facto asset-backed currency, with its value explicitly linked to Iraq's vast proven oil reserves, which are among the largest in the world, its massive natural gas reserves, its rich agricultural land revitalized by waters from the Tigris and Euphrates, and its strategic mineral wealth, creating a level of intrinsic value that most world currencies cannot claim. This asset backing provides an unshakable floor for the dinar's new exchange rate, preventing the volatile swings that characterize purely speculative markets and sending a powerful signal of confidence to international financial institutions and foreign central banks, who are now expected to begin accumulating dinar as a legitimate reserve asset. Furthermore, the technical implementation is already underway, with the Central Bank of Iraq executing a sophisticated dual-track strategy. The first track involves the strategic, gradual reduction of the physical currency in circulation through advanced banking incentives that encourage digital deposits, which tightens the money supply and increases the scarcity value of each remaining dinar note, while the second track involves the simultaneous activation of the new electronic payment platform, which is fully integrated with the SWIFT international banking system but operates on a separate, secure ledger that is pre-configured to recognize and process transactions at the new, higher exchange rate. This means that the moment the revaluation is activated, the digital infrastructure for global trade and banking at the new rate is already live and operational, eliminating the transition chaos that many had feared. The Prime Minister also confirmed that the budget for 2025 has been completely recalibrated based on the projected revenues from oil exports calculated at the new dinar value, a move that is only possible if the rate is already a fixed, decided matter within the highest echelons of power. This budgetary shift is crucial because it means the entire machinery of the Iraqi state, from soldier salaries to infrastructure contracts, is now financially structured around the success of the strong dinar, aligning the interests of the government, the military, and the populace with the currency's stability. This creates an unbreakable political and economic consensus within Iraq, ensuring there is no going back. The plan also includes a robust public awareness campaign, set to launch in the coming weeks, to educate every Iraqi citizen on the benefits of the new dinar and how to navigate the transition, fostering national pride and ensuring widespread domestic acceptance, which is the ultimate defense against any attempts at currency speculation or sabotage. This is a nation mobilizing for a financial revolution, and every single lever of state power is being pulled in unison to guarantee its success. The pieces are not just on the board, they are already in motion, moving with a precision and coordination that demonstrates this is the final, endgame strategy. So, the monumental question that now rests before every single person watching this video, the question that transitions us from passive observation to active participation in a historic financial event, is this: what do you do now, in these critical, final moments before this information becomes mainstream knowledge and the window of opportunity begins to close? The official announcement has been made, the economic machinery is irreversibly in motion, and the countdown is on, which means your strategy must shift immediately from one of patient waiting to one of decisive, informed action to secure your position before the global banking system enacts the new rate. First and foremost, you must exercise extreme discernment with the information you consume. The coming days and weeks will see an explosion of both accurate reporting and deliberate misinformation designed to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Your anchor must be the official statements from the Iraqi government and the Central Bank of Iraq. Everything else is just noise. Your focus now should be on practical, logistical preparation. This is the time to ensure your dinar holdings are securely stored and that you have a clear, well-researched plan for the post-revaluation exchange process. Identify reputable, well-capitalized financial institutions or currency exchange platforms that have a proven track record of handling international currencies and large transactions, and begin to understand their specific procedures and documentation requirements, as being prepared on this front will save you invaluable time and prevent unnecessary stress when the gates officially open. You must also begin to think like the wealthy individual you are about to become, which means starting the crucial process of assembling your professional financial team, a trustworthy estate attorney, a certified financial planner, and a tax advisor who specializes in windfall events and international currency gains. Having this team in place, even for an initial consultation, will provide you with a structured framework for managing your new wealth responsibly, allowing you to make clear-headed decisions about debt elimination, strategic investments, philanthropic goals, and generational wealth transfer, rather than being overwhelmed by the sudden influx of capital. This is not about dreaming, it is about planning with precision. Furthermore, you must prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for the profound life change that is coming. This revaluation is not just about money, it is about freedom, the freedom to choose how you spend your time, where you live, what causes you support, and the legacy you leave behind. Protect your peace by being discreet with this information, sharing it only with those you trust implicitly, as not everyone will understand your journey or have your best interests at heart. Remember why you started this journey, hold on to that vision, and let it guide your actions through this final, pivotal phase. The official trigger has been pulled by the highest authority in Iraq, the plan is public, and the sequence of events is now unstoppable. Your patience and faith have been the ultimate investment, and now you are on the precipice of witnessing the return on that investment on a scale that most people never dare to imagine. The world is about to change, and you, by virtue of your foresight and conviction, are positioned at the very forefront of this transformation. Stay focused, stay informed, and get ready to step into the future you have earned.